But AX was great as well. I mean, AX, but that was like definitely for me. That was what I was kind of like fucking nervous about the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, you put so much work into this for like months and months.
Yeah, super proud, man.
Yeah, super proud of you, man.
Boys. Thank you. Thank you. It's a great time.
Yeah.
But AX.
And then AX was, I mean, I don't really have too much to say about AX. AX was just your normal kind of like AX experience, except this time we tried building a booth and seeing what that was like.
Booth,
Yeah, we had a massive booth, and it was fated, right? Because I looked at where our booth was, and I looked around, and in one corner, I see Fate Go, and in the other corner, right opposite, I see Hoyoverse. I was like,
they're standing with the giants.
God damn.
I was like, this is my entire career has built up to this moment. I have built a booth standing next to Fate Go and Hoyoverse.
My entire career is in one room.
So yeah, we were next to the Aniplex Fate Go and the Hoyoverse booth. And honestly, like, booth experience was pretty fucking good. You know, I think everyone enjoyed it. Everyone enjoyed first off, first thing I think we've realized, claw machines, fucking hell. Holy shit.
Okay, so yeah, we sort of preface, we're absolutely losing money on this booth, by the way. This booth is crazy. So please buy the merch. Please,
Imagine how I feel. I wasn't even there and I'm losing money.
So yeah, we had a bunch of cool attractions, and I guess because when you do these kind of booths in this scale and there's companies coming in and helping, there's always going to be so much miscommunication. And you try not to have that, obviously, and you try and work towards it, but there was a whole lot of hiccups and stuff. And we rented these claw machines because I thought we should really have claw machines.
Yeah,
because
it's on brand.
It's on brand, and it's fun. It's interactive. People can go and do it, and everyone knows claw machines are a great scam. So we would make money. However, we did not make any fucking money. So, first of all,
someone got scammed, and it was us.
Okay. First of all, to rent, I think it's fine to say this. I don't fucking matter because they totally scammed us. Everything scammed us. But so, right, renting 4 claw machines is as expensive nearly as just buying 4 claw machines.
Yeah.
It was $20,000 to rent 4 claw machines for 4 days. That is insane.
Yeah, that's fucked.
That means $5,000 to rent a claw machine for 4 days when you could just buy the same thing for like 6.
That's more than $1,000 a day.
Yeah, great math there. But no, it is. It's fucked.
$12.50 a day.
Yeah.
So like, and there's no shot we were making money on these claw machines, but we thought it would just be fun.
Yeah.
And then we were like, all right, well let's make it so that you can win some exclusive stuff in it. And I guess there was just something that happened, and like I guess the the price to play the claw machine did not equate to the prizes you would get. And by what I mean by that is that you could pay $5 and get 3 tokens, which I think it was supposed to be 1 or something. It wasn't supposed to be that. So you get 3 turns, and this claw was definitely OP. You would win every single time if you lined it up. It was impossible to lose.
You just pay to win.
Yeah.
Whereas normal claws would pick it up and drop. This was like the fucking grip of Zeus. It would not let go. And so there was dudes lining up, buying like a shit ton of tokens and just farming, winning everything. And then I think they were just either giving it away or selling it.
Right.
Because the stuff you would get was worth more than what you paid. So, and even if we sold it at that price, we would lose money.
It's just free money glitches.
We kind of, that was kind of a bit of a mess, but I think it was fun. People who played it at least.
On top of like how much we paid to rent them, I think 2 of them just broke immediately.
Yeah, 2 of them just didn't work. And it's like, what the fuck is the point of having this?
Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
We allowed to rant about that, right? Okay, good. So, lesson learned: don't rent claw machines.
Yeah,
just buy them.
Before someone says, "Oh, why did you put like a claw machines or gadget machines?" So, in order to get like it's all to do with like the rules of an expo, like Anime Expo itself. So, if you want and like a booth there, right? Depending on where you are, you need to meet certain requisites about how much space that booth takes and what's going to be in that booth. So to be in the entertainment hall, a certain percentage of your booth has to be interactive.
Yeah, so there's 2 halls at the main LA Convention Center.
Yeah.
One of them's kind of like a bigger entertainment hall, and there's a lot more room, and it's a bit nicer. And there's the exhibition hall where it's just people selling stuff, which is kind of like the main hall. Sorry, I'm burping. Sorry.
Yeah, that's why we not only had the claw machines there, but we also had the replica setup, like this setup.
Yeah,
we had
gacha.
like the cardboard cutouts, which were like popping off from what I saw online.
Yeah, the cardboard cutouts. I'm so glad because I think they
like 90% of the photos that got sent to me were just people
just the
standing in front of the cardboard
cardboard
cutouts.
Yeah, because people told. I think they were like, "Hey, what do you think about cardboard cutouts?" And I remember being like, "We should make them fucked up."
Yeah,
that would be funny, and I'm so glad we did. It was a great idea.
It was hilarious. Yeah.
So we had to put some stuff in it, and then we had the giant gacha machine, which we thought would be fun.
Yeah.
But the gacha machine was like, it was kind of like messed up. It just didn't work properly. But we did give away some of the set. So the Akira bike's gone.
Yeah.
Black
Akira
Goku's
bike's
gone.
Black Goku is gone as well.
And I think the Fate statue that was on the After Dark is gone. We gave those away to people at AX.
Yep.
And so shout out to those people. I'm sure they were very happy.
Yeah,
with
you got
purchase.
the SSR pools, man. What can I say?
You got a piece of trash taste lore.
Yeah. But
I just learned that it was ungodly expensive to run a booth at AX.
it is ungodly expensive.
So please buy the merch again. Please go to trashtaste.co in the description. Buy some merch because it looks fire.
Okay, like, speaking for
Well, yeah, we can be honest, yeah.
Yeah, speaking for real, we kind of did this as kind of like an experiment just to see what it is like to run a booth at AX, specifically AX. I don't know about other conventions, and like any advice to anyone or any company that is thinking about purchasing booth space in a convention as large as AX is that the real value you get is the value of like marketing yourself and having a presence where at a space where everyone else is present, It was mostly surreal seeing myself and I guess like ourselves next to fucking some of
Like
the biggest,
Hoyoverse and,
like Hoyoverse and Studio Ghibli.
Well, it's a dick measuring contest.
Yeah,
that's like
yeah,
what all this
it
stuff is that all the companies go there.
That's all a booth is.
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, because like the reality of like how a lot of these businesses function is that although they make most of their money from us, the consumers and whatnot, a lot of these like big business deals are just at the whim of like a few businessmen who like can be so you don't easily like realize how impactful it can be to just see a gigantic like Fate thing, and then the businessman must be thinking like, Fate's huge. Yeah, Fate's crushing it. We should work with Fate. Yeah, because maybe you wouldn't associate with the booth, but like just having that kind of presence and working with these brands or whatever, like just being there.
Like they have a booth there, they must be legit.
It's such a weird business.
It is,
and I think for us, we were just like, we just wanted to do it. I think it'd be fun.
We're legit, guys. Please, please work with us.
I don't think we were just like, fuck it. Like you said, we just want to be like, fuck it. What would having a booth at AX be like? It's the biggest anime con. I guess we're the biggest anime podcast, which is a title that always gets given to us, which is very undeserved.
I still love that.
And so we just thought, fuck it. What would it be like? And it was crazy. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I
mean, it's this entire thing has just taught me because even though we sit in our rooms and we make fucking anime videos and all that shit, it's kind of like just this entire journey itself has just taught me a lot about just marketing and what that means on just like grander scale of things. Because if you say that you want to start a business and you don't know anything about marketing, you will 100% learn about marketing in some way, shape, or form. And I say this as an engineer that has not taken a single marketing course. I haven't signed up to fucking any dodgy online course about how to market yourself, because you learn so much on the job of just how important marketing is.
Well, none of us have ever really like studied marketing at school or anything.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
I mean, we're in a fortunate position where we can be like, fuck it, let's lose money on a booth. Like,
yeah.
Like, let's just do it because we want to see how it goes.
That too.
And I think that it'd be a fun learning experience for us, and that we can see if this is something we want to pursue.
Yeah.
And do again.
I mean, for me, I'm always on just a journey of like trying to learn as much as I can. You learn that there are some things you experience that you cannot immediately quantify. But just I think having that experience of just running a booth and just what it's like behind the scenes, we've gained like experience and know-how that's
there's only so much you can learn from like a book, right?
Yeah.
Or like watching YouTube videos. Like you have to like actually put yourself into it to be like, oh, so this is how it actually is.
Yeah.
And that's what the Trash Taste booth for us was.
Especially me. I am such an awful learner when it comes to just like reading shit. I am that motherfucker who plays a video game and I go through the tutorial and I read what like the tutorial is trying to tell me. And I'm like, this means nothing. I'm like, what the fuck are the game mechanics? And then I actually like play the game mechanics. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I get it. It like clicks in and it internalizes itself for me.
I feel like you're not the minority in that.
I don't know. I feel
there's a lot of people who are like that.
I think most people like to try
Yeah.
to learn.
Yeah. Trial and
you know,
error, yeah.
A lot of people just, you know, there's this whole like, I'm a practical learner. It's all bullshit. Everyone's a fucking practical learner.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to learn better if you let them do it. Of course you will. What do you fucking, it's so stupid.
Yeah.
So obviously I think a lot of people, some people can absorb information better, but I think everyone learns the best when you have hands-on experience.
Absolutely.
I think that's you know, I think everyone can agree to that.
Well, that's why like every job application you go to, they ask for how much experience you've had, not how many books you've read.
Yeah. Also, I feel like a lot of people, because I am in some ways in this camp where a lot of people have this idea of like something they want to do, and then they spend 10,000 hours of research on how to do it correctly.
And they just don't do it.
And then they just don't do it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we try to do as much research as we can, doing like new stuff or new things on how to do it correctly. Something is going to go wrong. Our tour was not perfect. There are, you know, for example, our tour, we had an idea that we want to do a tour, a live show. It did not go perfectly. Some things went wrong with the logistics of some shows and everything, but it's all like a learning experience.
That was expected as well.
Yeah. And you got to give yourself credit if you have any ideas that you want to do to fuck up a bit, to fail a bit. You know, you got to give yourself a little bit of leeway. And I feel like more people should think. You know, if someone's doing something new, I feel like there should be a bit of leeway given as well. You know, obviously not everything's going to go perfect. They're going to try the best they can, but as long as they tried the best they can, and it's not a fucking massive fuck up to like a gargantuan scale, then you know,
it's not about taking risks. It's about taking intelligent risks. Right. It's about like, okay, you can use all of this like knowledge you've gained from like reading books. You know, not actually physically doing something, and then from there you can be like, all right, I'm going to try and do this thing now with the knowledge that I have. It might not be the most perfect knowledge that I have. It might not be the most like logistical knowledge that I have, but I know I have enough knowledge in me that I know that taking this particular risk will probably work out better for me than taking this ridiculous risk.
Yeah.
And it's all about that.
Yeah, and I also don't want it to sound like, oh, you got to buy our merch to like cover up our fuck or whatever.
You do. You do.
Connor's saying that. I'm saying this is generally one of my favorite merch shops that we've done.
I actually love this merch. So
of course, there's a denim jacket, so of course it was going to be one of my favorites. But I genuinely like love what we did, and I'm looking forward to wearing it in the future.
Okay.
You know, fucking.